Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Hopefully everyone's doing well this evening. I forgot to check whether the stream was going well, and it is. Alright, that's good. Quick microphone check, make sure that I'm able to be heard. Check, hello. Test 1, 2, 3. I guess I gotta put my headphones all the way on if I want to hear. I don't hear any noise whatsoever coming from my stream. Is that a me problem? Is there something wrong with my headphones? Oh yeah, there's something definitely wrong with my headphones. They are not... music's not coming out of them. So I guess I'll just check on my phone to see if I'm actually live. Yep, I'm able to be heard. Alright. How's everyone doing tonight? Stormy Sensei here. For today's stream, we got 2 Pokemon to build. Usually it takes us like 2 hours to do one, but it's not going to take us that long this time because we have a lot of things going for us already. For one thing, we have already bred the Pokemon that we need. That's usually what takes the longest amount of time. And we also have Pokérests available now. So we only need like half as many battles in order to do anything that we want. Hey there, the Ultimate Smash Adventure. So the first thing we're going to do is train up an Aegislash. The build is below. We're going to basically go for mostly HP with the defense to special defense split evenly with King Shield, Swords Dance, Shadow Claw, Sacred Sword. Here's our Honedge. It's already a Brave Nature. It's got good IVs where it counts in special defense, defense, attack, and HP. We don't care about special attack or speed because it's Aegislash. In fact, we actually kind of want low speed. And then here's our Drapion that we'll be building today. It's missing some special defense, true, but that's okay. And we also kind of needed to have the right nature, and also it's like, this is the wrong nature, right? Yeah, it's supposed to be Jolly, which is plus speed. So we're missing a lot of things in here, but this Drapion was given to us by a viewer. So we're going to use it anyway, even though it's not as good of a Drapion as it could be. We can fix the nature anyway with the mint, and we can fix the IVs with the bottle caps if we need to. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. We kind of have to rush and do this because of Pokérests and how it works. So we want HP, which comes from Squavit. Squavit can't even hurt us because we're a ghost type Pokemon, so we can actually just kind of go for it, but can we hurt it? We have Fury Cutter and Tackle. We're not going to take the chance. We also want it to not take very long, so we're going to use EXP candies on our Pokemon and level them up quickly. Alright. The reason why we have to kind of rush is that while our Pokemon are in the party, they are slowly losing their Pokerus over time. So max HP for the Honedge. Right? Normally 28, so we only need 14 HP battles. Give us some EXP candy. So we need 14, keep that in mind, we need 14. Since we need HP, we're going to be fighting Squavit. That's the number. Have I ever played Resident Evil Outbreak? I don't think so. What Resident Evil games have I played? I played Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2, Code Veronica, Resident Evil 3. I don't think I played Outbreak. And I played a very little amount of Resident Evil 0, which is just Resident Evil 1, the HD remake. Oh yeah, I've also played Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 was the last Resident Evil that I played, though. When did Outbreak come out? I don't know anything about that game. It was on the PS2. Yeah, I didn't play any PS2 Resident Evil games. I played as I've already mentioned, I played the Resident Evils that were out on the PS1, and then I played the Resident Evil 4, which I'm pretty sure was on the GameCube first. And haven't played anything since then. Just gonna check to see which of these Pokemon have Pokerus. Alright, now these two do. You can actually give Poké Rest even when running away from battles. We've done 5 so far. Five Squavits. No, it got away from me. Sounds like my wife just got home. You hear the garage door opening from upstairs. This is number 7. Why do you ask about Resident Evil Outbreak? Did you just get through playing it? We're gonna check the Poké Rest status after this battle. Really? None of them got Poké Rest during that? That's crazy. Got away from me. But you didn't. Hey there, Forbidden Child. Welcome to the channel. Right now we're just going through and killing Squavits as we always do. Because that's just how competitive Pokemon get built, off the backbones of all the Squavit in the world. That one got away. Rats. What shiny Pokemon do I have? I have a Magikarp that a viewer gave to me, and I'm pretty sure that's it. Hey there, Paper Plaza Productions. Good to see you guys again. How about you, Forbidden? How many shiny Pokemon do you have, or what shiny Pokemon do you have? I guess I also have one more shiny Pokemon. I have a Weepin' Bell over on Pokemon Let's Go Eevee that I actually caught myself. But generally speaking, not too many shiny Pokemon. Just run from some of these Pokemon since it still spreads the Pokerus. So Pokerus, by the way, is a virus that your Pokemon can get from wild Pokemon. You have a 1 in 20,000 chance of contracting it. Which means that you're more likely to run into 10 shiny Pokemon before you run into a single Pokerus. But once you have Pokerus, it's very easy to spread to the rest of your Pokemon. The effect of having Pokerus is that you get twice the number of effort values as normal. So if you normally would get 9 effort points for a battle, you instead get 18. So building Pokemon ends up becoming really easy. This Japanese Pokemon really doesn't want to catch the virus. Once your Pokemon gets Pokerus, they only have it for a set amount of time before they are no longer contagious. So you want to keep it in your Pokemon box until you're ready to use it. Or even better yet, spread it to all your Pokemon in your box so that you can trade it away to other people. This is number 14 right here. We are done killing Squavets. We now need to kill 7 Nickets. And then 7 Roly-Colies. So we need special defense in order to get Nickets. How did you get the Arceus plates? They aren't Arceus plates, they actually type null plates. All you have to do is just beat the game and you get them. Well, you get them from going to the Pokemon League and talking to the person over on the left side. Are you sure you didn't see a pixie memory? I'll double check. Alright, I do have a pixie plate. Is that the only plate that I have? If I had to guess, I'm going to say that I got it from the Digging Brothers. Because that's the only place I could think of that would give me a pixie plate. While I'm doing this, I will look it up on Cerebi, because it's easy to do this with one hand. This is number 2. We only need 5 more. Where did you get the power bands? You get the bands from it's either Motostoke, whatever the place is where you can get the effort badge. Here's where you get it. Hammerlock. Go to the Pokemon Center at Hammerlock, talk to the woman that's on the right-hand side of the Pokemon Center, and then you can trade in battle points for power items, like power weight, power anklet, power lens. But you were also asking about Pixie something or the other. Pixie Plate. In Pokemon Sword and Shield, you get it at, you can buy it at Stow Inside. You can also find one on Route 8. Since I don't remember buying one, I wouldn't have bought a Pixie Plate, so I'm guessing that I just found it. These give speed IVs. I'm not interested in speed for this Pokemon. We're just going to reset these spawns by running away from the battles. And then let's check our Pokerest status as well. Hey, finally. The plates now power up the type of move that the plate type is. They did that in the previous game. They just also happened to change Arceus's type as well. Because I remember I actually used the plates. They were first introduced in Gen 4. Well, I'm sure that Arceus will eventually be introduced into this game as well. Like, they just got through announcing 2 DLC packs with lots of Pokemon that previously weren't in this game. And they'll probably add more. It's not Arceus, it's Arcus. That's surprising to me. Because usually the, let me just check that out. I mean, I've never heard it spoken out loud before, so it could be anything. I just can't wait for them to re-add Articuno. Aren't we done with with special attack. I was not paying attention properly. We need 7 of these. We did 4 so far. 3 more. Arceus? Oh, so that's what you're trying to say. Arceus. That's a surprising pronunciation. The Japanese is with this, like like the Japanese is Aruseusu. So I'm not sure that you have the proper pronunciation. How many was that? I'm not actually watching the battles too closely. 1 more. And then we move over to the roly-colies. All right, switch. Now we give them the power belt. And move over to right outside of the mine. To be honest, most of the time people either say Pokemon, Pokemon, or Pokemon. Yeah, I sometimes say Pokemon, but it's technically supposed to be Pokemon. And Poket. Yeah, I guess Pokemon is actually more, yeah, I think it's Pokemon. Because it's supposed to be pocket monsters. But using katakana, you can only come up with Pokemon. And we do 8 of these because we want to get the effort badge. Pokemon. It's hard to understand written out pronunciations. How do you get the effort badge? It's in Hammerlock City in the house to the right of the gym. I'll show you in like 10 minutes. How do you earn it? You have to max out your effort values for a Pokemon. So, let me explain it this way. In Pokemon, you have your regular stats, right? You've got like your HP, attack, defense, special defense, and speed. But you also have some secret stats that change how much those stats go up by. So just as an example, I'm going to open up my Pokemon here, Honedge. So his stats, he's got 80 defense right now, and he's at level 31. Usually you gain stats when you level up, but I'm going to gain stats without leveling up by gaining effort points. I'm fighting Roly-Colies right now, which are defense-based Pokemon. Therefore they drop defense-based effort points. I'm going to use Shadow Sneak and knock out this Pokemon as soon as I get some experience points. My stats are going to increase, and I think they're going to increase by like 3. Let's find out. That was just quick math. I'm not actually sure how much it's going to go up by. Might actually go up by 4. I think it's going to go up by either 4 or 5, depending on what cycle I'm on. So I was at 80 defense before, right? Now I'm at 82 defense, just from attacking that Pokemon. So that's what effort points are. Your Pokemon can have up to 255 effort points on them before they stop earning effort points. Once your Pokemon has 255, you go to the woman that says, "Hey, I want to show a Pokemon that gets their that's given it their all." You show them the Pokemon that has 255 effort points, and you get the badge. Shiny hunting Bug. I think I've seen shiny, whatever that final evolution is. The psychic bug Pokemon. Or Beetle. Nope, I was wrong. I totally thought that it was yellow, but it's actually purple. I'm thinking about the middle evolution. I have not done shiny hunting yet in this game. And I don't think that I probably ever will, actually. Did I do my math right? Yeah, I did. Normally you need 14, I did 7 of each. Do my math right? I'm at 14 so far, so technically I should be done. I did 7. It's yeah, if I do one more, then I'll get the effort badge. I've never seen a person say they never liked and will never like shiny hunting. I mean, I've bred a lot of Pokemon, don't get me wrong. Like, I've probably bred enough Pokemon to... that's not true. I've seen some really crazy numbers for shiny hunting. But, like, let's just take a look at my box here. Like, breeding competitive Pokemon is pretty tiresome as well. Like, here's all the rejected starters that I bred. It's not that many, right? But then I also have all of my rejected EVs. And then these used to all be bred Pokemon that I surprise traded away. And these were all, you know, bred Pokemon that I traded away. More bred Pokemon as well. And then these are the bred Pokemon rejects that I haven't traded away yet that still need to. And yeah, it goes all the way from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes. How many boxes total have I given up on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 boxes full of Pokemon. Trying to breed the right Pokemon along the way. Nope, no shiny hunting, just trying to get a good Pokemon. This is just what it takes. Alright, and now we go get the effort badge. We finished a Pokemon in 40 minutes. That's crazy. Remember in the last few streams when it took like 2 hours to do one Pokemon? Like, 2 things helped. I decided to start breeding the Pokemon off stream. So that's no longer going to be an issue. Let me show you all of the hone edges that I... Oh wait, did I give them away already? Let's just check. Let's see. Oh, here they are. This is how many hone edges I had to breed in order to get this good one here. With good HP, good attack, good defense, and good special defense. And it's okay that they're not good in special attack or regular speed or speed. Alright, so now we have the Pokemon. Let's go for the moveset. So we're looking for Swords Dance, Sacred Sword, Shadow Claw, King Shield. So this is Hone Edge. Hone Edge evolves to level 35 into Doublade. And then it gets Sacred Sword at level 56. Okay, but be honest, what is the point of shiny Pokemon? Are they worth it? That's the question. I like the way that regular Pokemon look usually. I haven't found a Pokemon yet where I like the shiny variant more than the original. That's just me, you know? Some people like the fact that they're rare, and so they all hunt for it. Like when I do Pokemon battles on this channel, most of the Pokemon that I fight against are all shinies because people put in a lot of work getting their shiny Pokemon. Some of it has to do with gambling as well. Like, Like when you're not sure when the Pokemon's going to, you're like hatching the Pokemon and you don't know like when it's going to be a shiny, like every time it hatches, you're gonna be like, oh, is this the one? Oh no, this isn't it. Is this the one? No, this isn't it either. And that's kind of exciting, you know? And then we give it a Dusk Stone in order to evolve into Aegislash. And when it evolves, it automatically learns how to use King Shield. Now, Shadow Claw. How do I get Shadow Claw? Shadow Claw is a TM. Eviolite Doublade is odd, but a welcome competitor. Would that even work? Doublade is surprisingly tanky. 150 base defense? That's crazy. Special defense is lacking though. If it evolves, it gets 140 in defense and special defense. It also comes with no guard, so you could run like really low accuracy, powerful moves. Let me see if I can find one. Rock Slide is a good one. That's really it. He doesn't actually learn too many like low accuracy, very powerful moves. So I'm not even sure if it's actually worth going for. Steel Beam is 95, but his special attack is only 45, as opposed to Aegislash, who actually can be a special attacker as well, because he gets 140 special attack. It could work. 150 defense is like really, really high. That's higher than any of my other Pokemon's base defense. Like, let me look at Obstagoon. So Obstagoon gets 101 defense, so that's not even close to 150. And then Snorlax gets 65 base defense, so that's not even close at all. And Leafeon, which is my other bulky Pokemon, gets 130 defense. Don't worry, I have plenty of Eviolite Pokemon planned. Mr. Mime is now Eviolite Pokemon, because it can evolve into Mr. Rhyme in this game. Ta-da, completely finished. So we got ourselves a super bulky Aegislash that can run Swords Dance in order to build up the attack, which it's technically lacking otherwise. I don't think I have the Life Orb yet. I'm pretty sure that I need to pick that up somewhere. Oh, I do have a Life Orb. Oh yeah, I got that from the forest, that's right. Alright, that is Aegislash. Actually finished and built. The idea is that you make the opponent guess between you using Swords Dance and King Shield. You have all this bulk while you're using Swords Dance. And then you can finish them off with Sacred Sword, which ignores their buffs, so you don't have to worry about, you know, building up defense or anything like that. And in case they switch over to a Ghost type Pokemon, you have Shadow Claw for them. Next up is Drapion. First we have to spread, what's it called, to it. We have to give it Poke Rest. Is there any Pokemon that actually has that much defense? Like, that's so much defense, 150. I had no idea the Doublade had that much defense. Shuckle has 230, Steelix has 200, Avalugg has 184. Doublade is the 7th most defense Pokemon in Sword and Shield. Well, let's see about previous gens though. In Gen 7, Doublade was still up there. In fact, Doublade was number 6 in the previous generation in Sun and Moon. Still nothing. I think that's actually okay because Drapion has some weird EVs that I want to spread. So Drapion, we're giving him 8 attack. So let's actually give him the attack first before we move on to something else. This is going to be Power Bracelet, or Bracer. Doublade does have more defense than Aegislash, but that's only because of the Aegislash nerf. Aegislash used to have 150 defense and 150 special defense when in King Shield mode. And when the move to Sword and Shield happened, because Aegislash was like an amazing Pokemon last gen, now Aegislash has 140 defense and 140 special defense. So Drapion needs speed right now. You get speed from this guy. And I only need one. One. Alright, we're done with attack. Next up is going all in on speed. That's going to be power weight, I'm pretty sure. Nope, I was wrong. It's not the power weight. I wish that when you put things in your bag, they put them back in the where they needed to go. Also, when you make a Pokemon hold an item, it removes its favorite flag, which is really bothersome. So I need speed now, which comes from these guys. I'm actually going to need 28 of these until I actually... So it actually will be faster to just keep running until we have Pokerus. It is silly that gaining a shield gives you less defense. Yeah, they probably could have also nerfed Doublade, but... Let's check to see if we have Pokerus yet. Hey, we have it. Alright, great. Alright, let's continue spreading Pokerus to the rest of our Pokemon in our boxes. So we need 14 Rookidees. Technically we only need 13 or something like that, but it's okay. We are using up all the points that we need to, so we can just do 14 just to be super safe about it. Let's see, so we're gonna do one as cross poison and the rest will be as X scissor, so that I go down to 10. Once we do get down to 10, then we've done 14 of these. 14 Rookies. Choodle, Choodle. Those give attack. Choodles give attack. Squavis give HP. Nickets give special defense. What does Zigzagoon give? Zigzagoon either gives speed or attack. I forget which one Zigzagoon gives. Zigzagoon gives 1 speed, actually. Okay, good to know. So I can also use Zigzagoon in addition to Rookidee. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're gonna have to use an egg move during this stream. Because Drapion doesn't learn Whirlwind by level up, or there's also no TM for Whirlwind. So we're going to have to breed a Skorupi that knows... how does Drapion evolve though? Hopefully by level. So we need to breed a Skorupi that knows Whirlwind. And then level 40 it evolves into Drapion. It can get Whirlwind from Butterfree, only Butterfree. So we're going to need to get a male Butterfree that knows Whirlwind, a female Drapion, or Skorupi. And then we're going to have to make an egg. Whatever that Skorupi is will have Whirlwind on it. Evolve it into Drapion. Make sure we don't get rid of the Whirlwind along the way. Put both the Drapions in the Pokemon Center, or Nursery Daycare. And then walk around for like a couple of minutes. And then eventually this Drapion will know Whirlwind as well. Okay, 6 more of these. Almost done with the easy part of the stream. The good thing about having more max HP now, because I use this Drapion a lot when I fight my viewers, but an issue that I have is that the berry that I get doesn't actually heal me by very much. So I still end up dying like in the next move usually. We're getting really lucky with these draws here. But now that we have more HP, how much more HP do we have? We have like over 60 more HP than we used to. $63 more HP than we used to. Which means that we heal by an extra 15 points. May not end up mattering. Oh, I haven't been paying attention, I've just been kind of autopiloting through this, but I forgot to switch off the Pokemon when they actually have Pokerus. So we can spread it more effectively to people that we trade with. So these guys all have it. Two more. And then we're actually done. No, we're not. We're not done after this. We have already done attack and we've done speed, but we also need to do HP after this. I've totally forgot about that. Pokemon, the only game where you can say, let the virus spread without making heads turn. At least in a negative way, because I'm pretty sure that if I said, hey everybody, I have Pokerus, who wants to catch it? Then everyone will raise their hand. I actually get asked all the time if I have a Pokerus Pokemon to give people. And now I'll finally be able to say yes, I do. That was the last one that we needed, by the way. Max speed, a little bit of attack. As I mentioned earlier, he's been EV trained a little bit. Like, I see that there's a little bit of special defense in there and a little bit of attack. Actually, the little attack is supposed to be there. But, you know, it's not going to be perfect perfect EVs, but that's okay. As I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, this Drapion was bred for me and trained, or it was bred for me by a viewer. So in appreciation, we'll stick with it. And we need HP, that's the power weight. And for HP, we fight Squavits. So we're back to destroying Squavits. These poor guys, no wonder they run. By now they probably understand that everything in this world wants to kill them. Like, almost every Pokemon build ends up having max HP as one of their stats. I don't really know how many we need. Let's see. We get 18 with each battle, and we need 248. That doesn't really divide into itself. We need 13, not 13, we need 7. 7 of these, I think. Oh, that doesn't make sense. We still need 13. There's 13 Squavets. The only problem is I don't know what we started with, so we'll probably end up doing a little bit of overkill because I don't want to have to defeat all these Pokemon, go get the effort badge, see that I don't have enough points to get the effort badge, come back here, defeat more, then go back again. If we get down to 5 cross poisons, we should be fine. Alright, so the build that I have for this Drapion, that I have planned for this Drapion, is pretty weird. It's not very common. I've never heard of any Drapion having this particular set. But the reason why it is as weird as it is, this Drapion is actually supposed to be a counter to other lead, like, hazard setters. So this Drapion will phase out Rhyperior, because the Drapion currently loses to Rhyperior. And it will set up Toxic Spikes in front of Toxapex, and then phase it out, and then substitute. Like, it's literally there to fight other lead Pokemon, and that's it. And then right after it sets up his Toxic Spikes, assuming that there aren't that many poison Pokemon on the team, you pretty much get to sack it for free. You can also use Whirlwind to stop Pokemon that like to buff up. Like if you're going up against Moxie Gyarados, something like that. The only problem is that Whirlwind and other moves like that now have negative priority in this game, so they always go second. Which makes me a little sad. But it's a good counter to something like Sinistea. Like, actually, Sinistea is a very good example of a Pokemon that you would easily beat with this Drapion. Because a lot of Sinesteas will have weak armor with Shell Smash. And so you hit them, they use Shell Smash, they raise their speed and their special attack and their attack. And then you attack them, they hold on with the Focus Sash, their weak armor raises their stats by 2 more. And now they're at, like, you know, then they use the Stored Power, right? And then Stored Power is a 20 base attack move that gets plus 20 for every stat bonus you have. So you have like plus 4 in special attack +4 in speed, +4 in attack. So, you know, you're dealing with a super crazed, like 250. I think it caps out at some point in time, but if it doesn't cap out, then that's like 280 base power, which is why it likes to sweep right after that. But if instead they use Shell Smash, you use Substitute, then the next turn you use Whirlwind no matter what, and then they either lose their buffs because you've Whirlwinded them out, and you might not even lose your Substitute for it. And then if you don't lose your Substitute, you get to set up free Toxic Spikes. If it wants to come back in, it has to be poisoned. You can stall it out with Substitute along the way. It's a very nice strategy. I don't know if it'll work yet. That's part of the fun of Pokemon battles. Coming up with a strategy and then seeing if your strategy beats your opponent's. I think it's a nice added touch how, like, when you first start off in this area, Squavits don't run away from you. And now that you're, like, super strong, they always run. I kind of like when video games do that. Another game that does this is, like, Blue Dragon. The monsters in the overworld will try to run away from you if you're too powerful for them. Probably actually done by now. We're gonna do like 1 or 2 more just to make sure that our math was double right. One way that we can check is to go into the stats, and if our stats don't increase after every battle, then we know that we're done. So we have 194 HP right now. We knock out the Squavit. I'm so sad that Bug is no longer super effective against Ghost. Doesn't make any sense for them not to be anymore. And we're still at 194. That means that we're done. Let's get our effort badge. Very nice. Alright, now we gotta build the set. Oh boy. Alright, so Drapion. Toxic Spikes, easy, it already has it. Cross Poison, easy, already has it. Substitute, I'll get rid of Knockoff. It actually pains me to get rid of Knockoff. Knockoff is so good, especially since like most battles that I fight Pokemon, like every single Pokemon has leftovers. But it's okay, Substitute is better. Before I forget, let's get rid of this held item. Pretty sure I have Substitute already. Oh no. I don't have Substitute. How do I get Substitute? Substitute is... Oh, don't tell me it's a TR. It's a TR. That's rough. And it's only available as a drop reward from max raid battles. Let's see here. Reading the Cerebi article on which dens give what drops. So we could go to, if we can get it from Noctowl, Heliolisk, Beware, okay, those are the only. So Rolling Fields or East Lake Axwell. So those are our options. Alternatively, we can instead go for the breeding in order to get Whirlwind. Let's try that for now. We did a lot. We did one full Pokemon and like half of a Pokemon in an hour and a half. Compare that to the 3-hour stream to get Snorlax, the 2.5 hours to get Leafeon, the 3.5-hour stream to get Eldegoss. Are doing a lot better. Like, we're really speeding it up. Is that the set that I want for Charizard? What's with Air Slash? Why would I get Air Slash there? Oh, this isn't what I want for Charizard. I remember now. My special Charizard is supposed to have Overheat, Will-O-Wisp, Substitute, and I think I was trying to decide what I want to do for its last move. I think I have Fly, but I have regrets for choosing that. Air Slash might be better. Haven't decided yet. Oh, so Charizard's not quite built. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more substitutes then. So Den 39. Let me see where that is. Is that supposed to be a picture of where it is? But I don't see it. That's just like the area in general. They're giving me appearance rates based off of what weather it is, but I want to know about their dens. So with 35% rate, you'll find a Hoot Hoot in here. No, that's not true. If it is a Hoot Hoot, what are these rates? They add up to way more than 100. I don't understand how this works at all. I guess there is... I suppose there's like a percent. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. I don't understand rates at all. Substitute is considered a 1-star drop. Oh wait, no, that's Tri-Attack. So we don't want Hoot Hoot. We actually want Noctowl for sure. Yeah, so only Noctowl. To get TR20. And if it's a 4-star or 5-star, then it's guaranteed to drop from Noctowl. Or Heliolisk or Beware. Heliolisk is guaranteed to be 4 or 5-star. And he will always drop Substitute. Beware is guaranteed to be 5-star, but he's only 5% appearance rate. Okay. So let's go to this place then. Den 39 in East Axel. What is this place called? Common Den 39. It's this one here. Alright, we've been saving up our wishing pieces for a while. Let's see what it gets us. This one right here, according to this picture. We got Milcery. Anyone feel like doing a raid? It's kind of late, I feel, so probably no one will have the time, really. Kind of want to just like knock out this Pokemon and move on to the next one, though. I'll invite others. The messed up thing is that Pokemon doesn't even appear in this area. The only reason why they are showing up is because it's an event Pokemon right now. I already caught my event Milcery though. I think we have like 14 wishing pieces. We get a lot of them because we beat Elite Four every day in hopes of getting a flame orb. Well, lucky for you, you have exactly a minute to join up. I'm going to take this moment to get hydrated. Always remember to stay hydrated, folks. Let's say we try like 4 times. I think 4 times is enough. If any of you come across Heliolisk, Noctowl, or Beware at this particular raid area, let me know. And then I will join your raid. Because you actually don't need to catch the Pokemon. I just need to fight them and win. So I can get their drops. Obviously, if I'm in a battle, then I can't really join you guys. Technically, I could. I can always just quit out. I have no idea how to join a friend's raid. I've actually never done it before. I think that it just is more likely to appear for you. It just automatically appears for you. We're hitting him with everything super effective. So during the last stream, I think Lil Game had a couple of raids up, and he had me join his, but they were always just available on the left-hand side, and I just was able to see them every time he said join up. So I think that if your friend makes a raid, it just automatically appears as appropriate for you. Alright, we caught this one. We're gonna try again. We're gonna try like 5 raids here. We didn't even get any TRs. It's gonna be a good milcery though. Almost perfect. It's not a Gigantamax though. Never mind, I lied. It's a Gigantamax. It's quirky, which means it's not special in anything. Alright, are you ready to join up, Bobfather? Alright. We got Minchino. Minchino will not give us, or we got Sinchino, which will also not give us what we're looking for. But let's go for it. You should be able to find it. Yeah, you found it. Let's see if I can make sense of these, what's it called? This rarity. Like, how do I know? Is it just like equal chance of all of these happening? Because that doesn't make any sense. Like, yeah, the numbers just don't add up to 100. So I guess you sum up all of them and then you divide by the total if you want to actually get their accuracy, the actual rarity. So it's not like an actual percentage, it's actually like an appearance rate as opposed to a percent chance of finding. That could also make sense for another reason. Like usually when it comes to random encounters in video games, they don't like, the way they usually do it is they roll a number between like 0 and 255, and then based on that number, they give you the random encounter. So for example, in Final Fantasy VI, every time you take a step, you roll a number between 0 and 255. Actually, it's not between 0, it's between 1 and 255. And it just keeps on getting added to the total number that you have latent in your character model. And if the sum of all of your steps adds up to 256 or more, then you get into a random encounter. So sometimes you take 2 steps, you roll, 200 and another 200, you're over 256, you get into a battle. But you could also go for 256 steps before you could get into another random battle. I've always wanted to see if this works, by the way. I'm going to use Leech Seed and see if it seeds him through this protective barrier. Yeah, I thought so. I think that if I hit him before before the shield comes up, I'm pretty sure that it'll work out. I evolved my Gumi into Gudra. Congratulations, Elcade. I have not done that yet. I actually wanted him to hit me with Tail Slap because it hits 5 times and I have a Rocky helmet, so I was actually trying to get him to hurt himself. Yeah, they changed our stats back to normal, even though the only stat changes we have is low speed. Please hit me. Yes, thank you. Oh, I hit 2 times. They don't have their hidden ability. That did not do as much as I thought it was going to do. I thought that Rocky Helmet always deals 1/16 of their max HP, but I guess I was wrong. Why are you so useless? Alright, we got 2 more turns to do this. Yeah, we're doing raids for a little bit. Like, there's a particular Pokemon that I want to fight here. Alright, next turn we might lose, because if they use Echoed Voice again, then we're gonna lose here. And what's worse is that we lost on this turn. It only hit twice, right? It only hit twice. I'm too slow anyway, since Gino's going to move before I do. So yeah, we're looking for Heliolisk, Noctowl, or Beware in this den, because fighting them gives you Substitute as an ability, not as an ability, but as a TR, and then I can give that to my Pokemon. Hey, nice. I like that. Now all we gotta do is just move first and we win, but we don't. Don't use Echo Voice. Oh, sweet. I think we clutched this out. Oh, that was clutch. May as well catch these Pokemon. There's no harm in doing so. We got Baton Pass from that. That might come in handy later. Alright, again, this is attempt number 3. We got a purple beam, which is really good. Yours broke free. You can have mine, I don't need it. Oh no, it's Pheasant. That gives us... what does that give us? TR29, TR26, and TR19. That is... Tri-Beam... Endure... and... Baton Pass. Alright, you guys ready for Pheasant? Hop on in. Since it's free for all, I'm pretty sure it's going to fill up. Actually, I'm not sure. Why do we get the purple beam for this? Does that mean that we're going to get their hidden ability, Rivalry? I think that's what that means. Because I thought that it always was going to be 5-star if it ended up being in this area, or in this category. Oh, that was fast. I was not expecting the room to fill up so quickly. So the orange background means that they're going to have their hidden ability instead of the yellow background. Pokemon is so dead. We get 4 humans. It's over. I wish people were this excited about joining Galvantula raids. Galvantula is like actually the hardest Pokemon in the game to catch, because it uses Discharge and Electro Web. So it hits like every single one of your it hits your entire side at once. And it basically kills every single NPC enemy in one hit. Mickey is still busted. Use Lava Plume to hit all of us. It's a good thing we don't need that. Elcade, use the switch command to get my friend code, and then make sure that we're friends, and then if you just are connected to the internet, then you should just automatically see my raids available. You probably actually are already friends with me though. I wonder if the other den is more likely to get these Pokemon. Cause we get like Noctowl. Noctowl is supposed to be like the most popular Pokemon here. So the other option is, oh yeah. I forgot to check what items we got. Let's take a look. It was all things we have before. Yeah, we already had everything that we just got just now. Are Pokemon more unlikely to be caught when you join a raid? Yes. When you host a raid, and so when you host a raid, most of the time it's a guaranteed catch for just regular Pokemon. For Gigantamax Pokemon, it's a little bit less than 100%. For event Pokemon, it's like the regular going rate. For people joining a raid, it's just the regular catch rate. Oh, and it also has something to do with what's it called? So let me pull up the article here. Alright, so if you're offline and you fight a standard Pokemon, then it's 100% catch rate for a standard and Gigantamax Pokemon. For special events like the shiny Magikarp and things like that, then it's the regular catch rate. And then for Gigantamax events like the Snorlax and the Lapras and things like that, and also the Milcery, then it's the base catch rate is around 20%. I don't know if that's 20%, but the number is 20. I don't know what that means. And then when you're in multiplayer, it's the species catch rate. So whatever likelihood you are to normally catch that Pokemon, that's just the rate that you would catch the Pokemon at. Alright, we're about to go again. Man. Alright, be ready because this one's going to fill up quickly. Let me know when you're ready, and I will go. I'm going to go now because of the stream delay. Let's go. You guys ready? I'm starting. Do I have any ice Pokemon? Alright, Bobfather made it in. If you're connected to the internet, Elcade, you can just search for my stamp on the left, using the Y button. And then you should be able to find me. See if I can come up with something better to fight with. Well, at least I thought that this was going to fill up really quickly, but I guess I was wrong. Why is Appleton even here? I didn't even think that this was a Pokemon that I could get from here. Are we still in a, we must still be doing a, what's it called? We still must be in an event. Unless I'm in the wrong place. I could be in the wrong place. Because I just trusted that this picture was correct, but the picture could have been associated with a different place, because there's one picture but two things next to it. Yeah, how do I know which den number this is? Because in all the cases, there's one picture with two different dens underneath it. I know that the picture goes above the den, though. Appleton is not one of the Pokemon that you would find there, though. You found me, but it wouldn't let you click on me? What picture, what Pokemon was in the picture? You needed to find the one that had the, you needed to look at the one that had the shadow Pokemon. I should have Dynamaxed. Yep, should have Dynamaxed. Yeah, so the Unpheasant, we already did that one. That was the one that we just finished. We need to find a new one. Oh, jeez. I did not realize that my Mr. Ryan was so weak. Wow, I got completely wrecked. On the bright side, you'll probably get to try this one again anyway, because I don't know if we're going to win this. Come on, you can do it, guys. Oh, wow, that's the thing I can do? That's pretty cool. I actually did more from getting knocked out than from actually, like, not. I wonder if Pokemon with the Infiltrator ability are able to attack through this super protective barrier. Well, that's super scary. Is he using attacks or special attacks? I could use Mirror Coat. It's a physical attack, most likely. Oh yeah, it is the physical attack because he used Dragon Rush. Looks like we came through in the end. Alright, everyone get ready. We're gonna start another one right after this. Oh. Why didn't... Oh, because it's an event Pokemon. Yeah, that makes sense. But what do we get for it? Power Whip, Leaf Blade, Seed Bomb. It's pretty good. Yeah, the event Pokemon are not guaranteed catches. The Infezant ended up being pretty good. Even though it was a 3-star Pokemon, it still ended up being 4 IVs. Super luck ability. Not rivalry. Alright, everyone ready? Let's do it. What is this? I have no idea what Pokemon this is. I think it's Pidove. Yeah, I think it's Pidove. That's sad. Wait, but Pidove is not supposed to be available at 3 stars, only at 2 stars. Maybe I'm in the wrong place. I might be in the wrong place. Let's see what this is. Invites are available. I'm either in the wrong place or Cerebi is just wrong. Hey look, everyone made it. What is that? Tranquil? That's not on the list at all. I think I've been in the wrong place this whole time. I think that we're at Den 31 right now, which does have the ability to get knocked out. Yeah, we're at 31. Because we fought an Infezant, and we also fought a Tranquil. So we don't want to be at 31. We actually want to be at 29. Because there are like 3 Pokemon that can give a, or not 29, what's the one that we need to be at? 13, or 39. I said 21, right? I think we're accidentally on 21. Is that what I said? No, not 29. Thank God. Cerebi is, they need to work a little bit on their UI when it comes to finding Pokemon dens. This Pokemon knows Protect. That's really annoying. I'd rather use Max Guard. That's the first time I've ever seen a Pokemon use Max Guard in a battle like this. So we want to get to 21, and right now we are at 39. So Den 21. Encore is nice. We'll actually use Encore later on. Alright, I need to find this place on the map. Rolling Fields. And it's next to some trees. We're gonna do like 2 more because I messed up until now, I'm pretty sure. I guess I'm pretty sure that I messed up. I'm not entirely sure. That actually makes sense because in double battles, Protect does actually protect against like all moves that turn. We're looking for Rolling Fields. Alright, so we're in Rolling Fields now. And we're looking for... So it's a den that's next to a tree that's surrounded by grass, tall grass. I think this is it here. No, this isn't it. I mean, arrange the camera the same way that they have it. This isn't the one. This isn't the one either. I think this is it. Oh yeah, this is the one. Alright, so we're gonna do like 2 or 3 here. Another Tranquil. Ugh. Yeah, they don't have too many good options here. I mean, according to Therapy, these two are actually the exact same place. Which kind of makes sense because dens are like technically underground and the energy is emitting from underground. And they're going to explore that more in the upcoming DLC where you actually get to go into the dens as opposed to going to the power spots where you can feel the energy coming out from the dens. But I'm more sure that this is the right place compared to the previous one. And also I now know that the purple beam means that it's a rare den, and the red beam means that it's a common den. And the list of Pokemon that appear in each are different. Not sure if this was a better use of our time than getting Whirlwind on Butterfree, but at least it's different. You know, this is the first time that we've sat around trying to raid Pokemon dens. Oh, this was female Unpheasant instead of male. That's why I didn't recognize it. I'm still a little weirded out because, like, a lot of the Pokemon that we're coming across weren't actually on the list of available Pokemon in this den. Oh, I'm faster. Rest in peace, Halucha. I wonder if you hit like a multi-hit move while the shield was down, if you could just like hit them past the point where they're supposed to put up their shields. Like, I know that if you use something like Rock Blast while the shield is up, and no matter how many times you hit them, it still only counts as one shield dropping. When does the expansion pass come out? You can buy it now. It's already available on the Nintendo eShop. Pokemon Bank comes out sometime this month in February. They just gave the details. There's a free version which lets you hold 30 Pokemon at a time in your box. And then there's a paid version that lets you save like 3,000 Pokemon in your box. That's different from the expansion pass though. I think this is raid number 5. Maybe raid number 6. The DLC, like the first thing, comes out in summer. Yep, that was number 6 because we didn't catch the Appleton, and the other 5 we got. We're gonna do one more, but first I'm going to make sure that I didn't miss out on the Lotto ID today. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I'm pretty sure that I did it at like 1 a.m. earlier this morning. And then we're gonna go to bed. Yep, we already did it. Despite not actually finishing what we set out to do today, that's okay. We did finish EV training 2 Pokemon in the first like hour and a half. So we had to do something else to fill up the time. I could trade you Pokerus now if you wanted. Or after this, or I should say today. So I actually learned a lot about Pokerus from the person that gave me Pokerus. So I actually have plenty. Here's all my Pokerus Pokemon. So I have from this Charmander onwards, that's like 19 here. Plus all of these have Pokerus. Everything in all these boxes have Pokerus. Once a Pokemon gets Pokerus, for every moment that they spend in your party, the timer's counting down, and when enough real-world time has passed, they no longer have Pokerus, or they're no longer contagious with Pokerus, I should say. Those real-world seconds count even when the Switch is in sleep mode. So put all your Pokerus Pokemon in the party, and not in the party, in the box, because the timer stops while they're in the box. While they're in the party, for every battle that you encounter, even if you run or defeat the Pokemon, it has a chance to spread to the adjacent Pokemon in the party. So if they're in the center here, then they'll spread to these 2, and then these 2 will spread to these 2. So you want to keep it more in the center and not really in the front. And that's pretty much all you need to know about Pokerus. Spread it to all your Pokemon in your boxes. Every Pokemon should have Pokerus. Alright, last raid for the day. We're gonna believe in the heart of the cards here. We were so close. We got Stuffle instead of Beware. Alright, there's actually no point in even fighting this, right? Like, what does Stuffle give us? TR1, which is Body Slam, and TR19, which is Tri Attack. And I'm pretty sure I have both of those. I mean, I know for sure that I have Tri Attack because I got a million of those today. Actually, I don't actually have Body Slam, so I'll just do this. I have a what was the chance of getting this? It's a 3-star, so I have a 100% chance of getting Body Slam. It's actually pretty painful getting these TRs and kind of difficult to come across. I wish that you could buy more of them from the Watt store. So I'd much rather spend Watts on stuff like this than Wishing Pieces. But I guess technically Wishing Pieces are bought using Watts. It's just like a roll of the dice whether you actually get the thing that you're looking for. Oh, yikes. This is how weak 3-star Pokemon are. Are we gonna knock it out before it gets a chance to move? Oh, we actually knocked it out before it got a chance to move. That's so sad. That poor child. Body Slam and Tri Attack. I guess Cerebi was correct after all. So this will be just another thing I do every day, I guess. Off stream, I do a lot of Elite Four or like Pokemon Championship runs. Off stream, And I guess I'll also start using the wishing pieces that I get from that on this particular Pokemon den in the hopes of getting substitute, because we need a lot of substitutes, because Protect doesn't actually protect you against Dynamax moves. I mean, in a way it's still better than not using them at all, but Substitute actually completely walls Dynamax Pokemon. Like, if you're faster than a Dynamax Pokemon, you can just use three substitutes in a row and then use up all of their turns. So it's very useful for singles and to some degree doubles as well. The next Pokemon that we build, I'm thinking that we need some more special sweepers. So maybe I'll make a Hatterene, or maybe my Wailord. So I think there'll be one of those two. Psychic Fangs, Toxic Spikes. Wishing Pieces are only 3,000. That's not very much. I have 5 of them left as well. So it's not too hard farming for those. You get a free Wishing Piece every day from beating the Pokemon Champion. And you can buy Wishing Pieces for 3,000 watts, which is actually pretty easy to come up with, because all you need to do is just like bike, and like, you know, that's like 400 right there. And then you get even more than that from the ones with the actual Pokemon in them. You get 2,000 from those. You also can get watts from the Rotom Rally. I think that's actually more efficient, because after you've gotten everything in these dens, then they don't reset until the next day. And at that point you could use the date skip glitch, where you basically invite others to your Pokemon raid, and then you know, go to your home menu, go forward a day, and then come back. But you could also just, you know, get what you need in one day and then do Rotom rallies for the rest of the day. Because I think that in terms of time spent going to each of these dens, it takes quite a while. Like the dialogue you need. Gotta avoid this Gyarados. Alright, you're looking for a Pokerest Pokemon. Oh yeah. I have Turtonator now, but you already finished your Pokedex. I got it off stream, like last weekend. We're actually gonna build a Turtonator. I have this awesome doubles idea that involves Shell Trap and Shell Trap and Brutal Swing, because Brutal Swing doesn't do very much damage, but it hits all opponent, or it hits everyone on the battlefield at the same time. So if you lay a Fire Trap at the same time that you use Brutal Swing, or, I mean, technically you could also use Surf, but Turtonator is more physically defensive than specially defensive. So Brutal Swing is like just a better option. You can also use Earthquake, but it's super effective against Turtonator. I specifically chose Brutal Swing because it was weak, but decent enough. So it would be the most effective. And so then you could basically just spam Fire Trap over and over again. And it's a 130 base power move that hits both enemies on the other side of the field. So I'd imagine that you would pretty much just sweep everything. We gotta replace all the Pokeballs we've been spending catching all these Pokemon. Alright, so we just went around that whole area and got like maybe 2,000 in whatever amount of time. Let's see how much it takes to get to just do the Rotom Rally. 160 seconds, they say. Of course, this also involves you like actually having to pay attention lest you run into a wild Pokemon. This middle section gets pretty difficult. Actually, the reason why I disconnected from the internet was because the slowdown from having the other players on your game, it really messes with you. Ooh, I almost hit that. Blizzard's really the worst. Can hardly see anything here. This is my best time ever. For sure. Like, I didn't hit a single Pokemon. So that was like a minute. Oh no, but it only gave me 401 watts? Yeah, so that's completely useless. Don't do the Rotom Rally. I don't actually get it. Like, what do you actually see different on here? It's free, may as well try it out a couple of times. Oh, I see. So the Rotom colors just so happen to be so close to the fire type colors that I just like never knew that it was any different at all. I wonder if there's a color that I actually enjoy at all. Like, is this going to be a steel type? Or let's see what fairy looks like. Then let's see what ice, and then ghost, and... Nope. Definitely looks way too much like bead. Oh, you get to just choose what it does. Okay. Steel's pretty nice. Ghost is pretty much just the same thing. Let's go with grass, though. Wait, I already chose grass. I don't think I liked grass very much. Otherwise I would have already stuck with it. Bug's not bad. I don't like the blue. Like, blue is kind of the thing that I don't like about all of this. So if I make it a water type, then it's gotta be good, right? Yeah, that's a lot better. Because, like, the blue isn't as obviously stupid looking with this other blue next to it. I was actually looking into Noivern and Noibat. Noivern is a very fast Pokemon with good special attack. Actually, you know what? That's actually going to be our next Pokemon that we build. Noivern. It's pretty easy. It learns everything that I need for it to do by level up. So we don't have to do like egg moves or anything like that. If we do end up needing to do egg moves after all, then I'll make sure that that I have that already bred out ahead of time with the right nature and everything. Because don't really want to be wasting you guys' time in the same way I don't want to be wasting my time. Every once in a while I check the Dusty Bowl because there's a chance that there's a Hitmontop walking around out here. But only in the overworld. It's not like a wild Pokemon or anything like that. Well, that's weird. Oh, it just turned midnight. It just turned midnight, which means it's a new day, which means that all the weather just changed. It also means that all the dens just reset. Is that Shuckle? Do I have Shuckle? I think I have Shuckle already. Pretty sure I have Shuckle. Just to be sure. Going to engage with it in battle. If we see the Pokeball in the corner, and we do, it means we already have it. You safely run away. I should play near midnight more often. I mean, I really shouldn't because I should be going to sleep for work the next day. But in terms of like the most amount of stuff that I could do, because I could get lotto IDs at the beginning of stream, collect all the watts that I need, do league battles for wishing pieces, do raids, and then just like, oh, you know, something else that I thought of. So the den exploit that you do, where you reset your game, and you don't reset your game, but you go forward a day after you give it a wishing piece. What if instead you just like threw in a wishing piece? If the Pokemon you didn't want to be there was there, then instead of actually doing the raid and trying again, what if you just like ignored it and then just left it there? Because if you just like left it there and then an actual day passed instead of like you tricking your system into thinking that a day has passed, then I wonder if the game would keep the thing there, keep the beam there, so that you could use it the next day with a different Pokemon. That might be something worth trying. So before we leave, if we had actually thought about that before, we could have put down a wishing piece after we said we were done for the day. Like after we got the Stuffle, we could have put another. Was that Gigalith? I actually need to catch a Gigalith. It's not Gigalith, it's Boldor. Even though I know that it's not going to show up like this, I still come in here just hoping that it will. There's actually no weather effect right now. Does that mean that Eevee appears in the overworld right now? No, it's just Espeon when there's no weather effect. Things we're gonna do before we end the stream. We'll be ending very soon. We're going to try the Lotto ID, see if we can get a Master Ball, and we're going to put a wishing piece into the Pokemon Den that we've been trying out. I wonder how many dens there are total. Probably look back over the footage and see. I know that I missed one den intentionally. Not necessarily intentionally, it was just really out of the way. I think we've actually gained more Pokeballs than we've lost in this stream. Like, we got a lot of Pokeballs. It's kind of nice that there's like so much infinite wealth just from kind of wandering around the overworld. Like in the past games, in order to make money, you had to like... Do I have Vikavolt? Yes. Yes, I do. Yeah, definitely gained more Pokeballs than I lost. We started off with, well, we've only used 6 Pokeballs during the stream. And we gained at least 4. And those were only the ones that I counted. So many Bewares. It's gotta be a hint. Alright, this is a sign. We're gonna have so many Pokemon. Like, if it just so happens that this next wishing piece that I throw in here does happen to be the Pokemon that I need. We're looking for Heliolisk, Beware, or Noctowl. And Noctowl is supposed to be the most common Pokemon that I get from this den. So I've just been kind of unlucky. So if it is one of those Pokemon, then we will do this raid even though it's like way past my bedtime at this point. We should have ended the stream when I finished EV training at the 1.5-hour mark. That would have been the responsible thing to do. It's Noctowl, what can I say? We gotta do this. Do I have a Pokemon with rock type moves? I don't think I do. I should probably get one of those. We can't just let Noctowl just pass us by. Five-star, 100% chance to drop TR20, which is substitute. And it will drop Body Slam as well. And it's also going to drop Tri-Attack. I feel like everything in this area drops Tri-Attack. It's going to drop 2 large candies, 1 extra large candy, 2 Dynamax candies, 3% chance to drop a bottle cap. That'd be nice. I would not mind that. Lumberry, Qualot Berry. What does Noctowl use since I'm like running out of time here? Noctowl is a special attacker. I will use Snarl to lower his special attack so he doesn't kill us all. Looks like he mostly learns physical attacks though. Sky Attack, Confusion, Air Slash. Yeah. Doesn't look like anyone's going to join, so we'll just do this ourselves. don't send out that magic harp. Oh, that was a critical hit. Thank goodness. I was worried that that was like just a regular hit. It's no use. Yeah, it's physical and special moves. Alright, stop buffing. He's just gonna get rid of them. There you go. Thunder Punch. That's with a -2. Huh, stats are still... Oh, thank goodness. Oh no. Oh, awesome, thank goodness. Noctowl has pretty good special defense. Actually, very good special defense, I'd say, for such a weak Pokemon. 96 base special defense. Too bad none of my teammates use special attacks. This is the last turn of Reflect. This Solrock has done actually no damage this whole time. We get one more chance. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, boy. One more attack. I'm so mad at this Soul Rock. I'm so mad. Alright, we live. That was close. There it is, substitute. This is what this all was for. Plus defense minus attack. It doesn't need an attack, but it also really shouldn't be going for plus defense. All right. Only one thing left to do. Go to sleep. We wasted a lot of time on this stream. Well, if you watched this far, I feel bad for you. But on all seriousness, hope you enjoyed. In all seriousness, hope you've enjoyed the stream. I'm too tired to even say anything, but we'll catch you guys tomorrow. We'll be playing Super Smash Brothers offline. Tuesday we have more Pokemon. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to like the stream on YouTube, subscribe to YouTube, follow to Twitch, and be sure to watch your notifications so that you can see when I next go live. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night. See you next time. Bye.